Well, you both serve in the House Foreign Affairs Committee. You're pushing a bipartisan effort for stricter sanctions against Iran that has, of course, supported Hamas with training, funding, and weapons. The White House issued sanctions yesterday targeting Iranian missile and drone technology. Congressman Lawler, what more do you want?
Well, look, Iran is the biggest state sponsor of terrorism, and most of their funding comes from the sale of Iranian petroleum. China is the biggest purchaser of that petroleum, and so we have had sanctions on Iran and Iranian petroleum for years, but it is imperative that we go after anyone who is transporting, refining this petroleum. It is used to fund terrorism. And there is no question that they have funded Hamas, they have funded Hezbollah, and they have used these organizations, these terrorist organizations, as proxies in their effort to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. There can be no equivocation here. We must stand with Israel. We must crack down on the terrorist regimes, including in Tehran, that are funding these attacks on Israel, period. And so this important bipartisan piece of legislation, which has over 200 co-sponsors in the House, needs to pass markup today and come to the floor as quickly as possible so that we can get it across the finish line.
Well, do you think before that can pass, before anything can pass, you've got to do something about Patrick McHenry? Do you think, from what you heard in the Republican conference, that this resolution will pass today? It will obviously need some Democratic votes.
Look, we're going to continue the discussion. Obviously, I would like to see resolution on this as swiftly as possible so we can get back to the work of the American people and allow us to get to 217 on a permanent speaker going forward. But, you know, we're going to continue the conversation shortly, and I hope we can find consensus.